Hey guys, it's Peter and welcome to my channel, Peter Likes Books. Okay, I'm super irritated right now. Can you even hear me? Because the air conditioning vent is right there. I am super irritated right now. I have made 2 videos and at 14 minutes, both times, my neighbor comes outside. And I'm like, and she just stands there and goes, and looks at me, I'm like, go away. Anyway, what are you guys doing? Are you doing Cramathon 2016? Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Okay, so Cramathon 2016. It is such a cool thing. Cramathon, a-thon. I'm gonna make a song about a-thons. a-thon. And then whenever I do an a-thon, I'm gonna like play my song in the background. Wouldn't that be so cute? Okay, I probably won't because does anybody have GarageBand and know how to do that? Okay. Whew. Peter, you drink too much caffeine. I know. We're getting ready to go eat. And then it's Cramathon, so I should be reading, but I'm like way ahead of my reading right now. And so my friend was like, do you want to go to the casino? And I was like, yeah, so we're going to go to the casino. So anyway, because I haven't been for a while. Anyway, okay, what have I read? First of all, for Cramathon 2016, for my novella, I read Annie Proulx's Brokeback Mountain. Oh my god, you guys, this is so beautiful. Do you guys like my hat? It's a navy hat. And, seriously, I don't care. So anyway, my mom gave me the, okay, so I found this hat in the basement. I don't even know where I got it from. And so I wore it, and my best friend's son is in the Marines, and she was like, Navy, Gavy. I was like, I don't care, because Navy boys are cute. So anyway, my mother gave me this book for Christmas before she passed away. It was one of her favorite movies next to like Fight Club and The Way We Were. Annie Hall. All were her favorites. But anyway, I actually have a picture of Annie Hall in my kitchen. So anyway, little framed Annie Hall, Woody Allen, and Diane Keaton. So she gave it to me, and okay, so it's interesting because I was talking to Alex about this yesterday, and she said, I don't think that it's a gay story. She said, I think it's like the truest love story. And it was interesting because I was talking to Alex, I was like, have you ever seen the movie? It's really not that hot out today. And he was like, I've seen bits and pieces of it. What does that mean? So anyway, that means he like Googled the parts where they're like naked or something. So anyway, which is like one scene in the whole movie. And you don't even see anything but Jake Gyllenhaal like jumping into a lake naked, which was good enough for me. But anyway, so scratch. But anyway, so the movie was beautiful, but like the book is like 10 times more beautiful, you guys. It's so beautifully written. And it's only 55 pages. I literally read it in one sitting and drank coffee, and it was just like, I felt like I was there. It was like, okay, so Brokeback Mountain in the movie, like they show, but like in the book, she describes it so well. And it's just like, I don't know how to explain it. My mom said to me, you know, it's not a gay story. It doesn't have to be about gay men or a straight man and a straight woman or lesbians or whatever. It's like, it transcends gender, and it's just about true love. And it's so true, you guys. Like when I read this, I was like, this is a true love story. So anyway, you guys should read this. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars because it was amazing. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Okay, so the next book that I read was The Girl Who Owned a City by O.T. Nelson. Okay, so I guess this is a graphic novel that like they took off of a novel. I don't know. You guys know I wasn't super excited about this, right? Because I was like 40 pages into it. See, like, it's kind of corny. Like, they train dogs to be like fight dogs. And then look at this one part. So she's like, okay, so the whole idea is that this plague kills everybody over 12, and so Lisa Nelson is 12, and she's got to save everybody. And so she, like, doesn't know how to, like, get all the neighborhood kids involved, so she invites them all over, and she's like, she has to, like, we get them together to do something. And so, like, see here, she has, like, this, like, surprise, and then guess what it is? Help yourself to some popcorn. And then they all go, yay! And then she says, that gets a pretty good response, I have to say. And you know what I think? I think that's pop-corny. But anyway, I mean, this is definitely middle grade, you guys. But it was really cute. I finished, actually, the whole thing last night. And when I was done with it, it was funny because I was kind of like, I so need to trim my beard, you guys. Like, I am not a long beard person. I'm like a short beard person. But anyway, I was like, I want to read more of these. There's got to be more in the series. And I looked, and there's not. And it came out in 2012, and it's been 4 years. So if there's no more in 4 years. And so anyway, and they like bring up stuff that you would think there would be like a series in it. So anyway, like there's like this kingpin in another city, like the King of Chicago, they call him. So anyway, But some of the, like, I called them cartoons earlier, but, like, the drawings, like, this is where it's, like, snowing outside because it's Christmas and stuff. But anyway, some of the drawings, some of the illustrations remind me of Fat Albert. I don't know why. Did you guys watch Fat Albert as a kid? Loved it! The Halloween one is my favorite, where they steal the old man's candy. What is the Fat Albert? Anyway, so, yeah, it's really good. You guys, if you guys like middle grade stuff, you would love this. I mean, it's really that good. Okay. Next book I'm reading is The Last Star by Rick Yancey, the last book in the Fifth Wave series. It's crap, you guys. Like, it kind of started getting a little bit better last night. I don't know. I was like... You know, I had this whole revelation yesterday, okay? That this entire alien fleet who has been stalking the Earth, has been stalking Earth for years and hundreds of years to, like, take over, and their idea is to demolish, take every human off the face of the Earth, which I don't know why they can't get these 6 kids and just be like, do. That would be over in a paragraph and we wouldn't need 3 books, right? But apparently these kids are so powerful that they can't get away from them. They have to do all this kind of crazy shit, right? And implants and all this kind of stuff. But I was reading it and I was like, we're listening to it and I was thinking like, okay, so he talks about like on the way other side of Champaign-Urbana. And I'm thinking, okay, so I've been to Champaign before. I dated a guy from Champaign. It's not that big of a city. It's a college town. And the whole other side of the city... Maybe walking, I can understand that. But then it talks about Dayton, Ohio, and I'm like, okay, so Champaign to Dayton is probably a 5.5, 6 hour drive, maybe. I live like right in the middle of that. I'm in Indianapolis. So these are the kids that are like threatening these alien takeovers. I'm so confused by it, and I'm like kind of pissed I bought into the hype, if that makes sense. So anyway... it did get kind of a little bit better, but I will tell you, it's very confusing on Audible. Don't get it on Audible if you listen to it. Because it goes back and forth between, like, Cassie and Ringer, and then, like, Evan and Ben, and you really never know who's talking. It's very confusing. So it got a little bit better. I'm halfway through. It's, like, starting to kind of make some sense, but I did watch this booktuber a while ago. I don't know who she is, but I loved this video, and she talked about the difference. If you're watching this video and you did this video, link it below. I want to know who you are. And I don't remember. But she did a video on the difference between mystery and confusion in a video. And, like, why, like, that mystery is appropriate, but confusion is not. Okay, in this book, it's totally confusion. Like, I'm so clueless as to what's going on. What's interesting is the Fifth Wave made a lot of sense. And the other thing is that, like, okay, Ben is so nice in this book, and Evan's, like, whatever. Cassie is, like, a total bitch. Like, I loved Cassie in the Fifth Wave. Did you guys like Cassie? Like, I liked her a lot. And, like, in this book, she's, like, she's just a bitch, like, all the time. Like, she's just bitter all the time. And maybe I would be, too, if I've been fighting this for so long and the world was being taken over. I don't know. I'm ready to get it done. So guess what? I got 2 days left, and I'm over it. So anyway, then my 200-page book that I'm reading is a Muriel Spark. The Public Image. Okay, so I started thinking about how I was going to do in every video. I was going to do a movie quote and see if you guys could guess it. Nobody can guess my intro last time that I said, well, hello, everybody. It's kind of surprising to me that you guys can't figure out who that is. So anyway, yeah, I'm loving this. It's about this actress named Annabelle. It's really good. Reminds me of Patricia Highsmith, Hemingway, all of that kind of. Sun Also Rises. It reminds me a lot of that a little bit. And really, The Garden of Eden. It's very well done. I mean, she's an incredible writer. I can't believe I never heard of her before, even though she wrote the prime Miss Jean Brodie. But anyway, she's apparently got like 30 books out or something like that. There she is, if you want to see what she looks like. Muriel Spark. Anyway, she kind of looks like Jean Brodie, doesn't she? She died in 2006. How sad. But anyway, yeah, so it's really good. These are all the books that she wrote. Love it. I'm 55 pages in, so... And then, of course, I'm reading Tilt. And look, I'm using my new bookmark. I love it. There's 6, so I'm actually going to give Maddie half of them. So thank you again, Melissa, for that. Melissa, you're so awesome. So anyway, I'm loving this book. It's so good. Have you guys read any Ellen Hopkins? And it was so funny because I saw a client today, and he was like, said something, and I was like, he goes, oh, yeah, Ellen Hopkins. And he started, I said something about, oh, but you probably haven't read Tilt. And he goes, oh, no, I read that one, too. And he's like, it's about blah, blah, blah. I was like, he totally read Tilt. How has he read something that I haven't read? I'm a booktuber. No. Like, so many people have read Ellen Hopkins, it's so funny to me. So anyway, yeah, that's what I'm reading, and I'm loving doing Cramathon. And this is the funny thing about Cramathon, you guys, and I don't know if Booktubeathon will be the same thing, but like, as of Thursday, when did it start? Friday night, Friday afternoon when I saw the video. I had no plans to do this video this weekend, you guys, or do this Cramathon. And like, here I am. I never would have read Brokeback Mountain. I never would have read this Muriel Spark book anytime soon. I definitely never would have read a graphic novel. And that Ellen Hopkins book I wouldn't have picked up anytime soon. So I'm like reading in like one weekend, and I wouldn't have finished The Last Star. So I'm reading like 5 books that I wouldn't have even read, and I'd probably be sitting in there reading Summer Days and Summer Nights by Stephanie Perkins because it's so good. Or Helter Skelter, being scared off my ass. Anyway, so yeah, so that's what's going on with me. What are you guys doing today? It's so nice outside in Indianapolis. It's like, we've had some really cool days lately, but anyway. So, I talked about this in my other video, and I'm like looking around because I'm a little embarrassed to talk about this. But anyway, I was sitting in there. I'm kind of like cried out at this point, but I was like really crying, and Alex is like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "No, I don't know what to say." So, let's just preface this by saying this, okay? I spent half of my life trying to fit in. Okay, this is like a very serious moment. Like, you know, I do this on my other channel, so if you watch my other channel, you're like, oh, here he goes on one of his crying speeds, please. But I spent like a major part of my life trying to fit in and have friends and be accepted by people. And I just, like, I don't know, like, I never was. Like, I was always on the outside looking in. People didn't ever like me. Like, even my mom would say, like, I don't know why you don't make friends very easily. She would say, like, you know, you've been with the same, like, it was very important to my parents that I went through the same school from, like, kindergarten all the way through. She was like, so I knew everybody, and, you know, I have today, like, 2 or 3 very, very close friends that I depend on. Definitely my best friend, and then, of course, my husband and his family, and my family. But I don't have, like, multiples of people in my life, and I don't feel like multiple of people, like, accept me still today. I mean, I know that people like me. I know that I'm respected in certain circles, but I don't, like, you ever think about your funeral? Like, I don't think if I went to my funeral, like, thousands of people would show up, right? Not that that should mean anything, but, like, or hundreds of people even. And if I had, like, a birthday party, I don't know that I could even pack a room or get 50 people to come or 20 people. So I was sitting there reading the comments today, and I hadn't got on my comments at all, and I was like, I looked down, and it was, like, 10 hours down, and I'm just scrolling, and there were, like, 50 comments, 60 comments. And you guys, if I miss a comment of yours, I really apologize. I literally answer every comment. There's only 2 times that I don't answer a comment. A, if I don't understand if you're being nice or not. Like, sometimes people are joking, and so, like, if I can't tell if it's, like, kind of a tongue-in-cheek sarcastic comment, I don't comment on it, but I'll usually thumbs up it. Or if I miss it somehow. Like, sometimes, like, I miss comments. I don't know how. But I go through and I answer every comment. Your comments are really, really important to me. It's part of why I got involved in BookTube, to get involved. Tomorrow will be 2 months I've been on BookTube. 2 months, 60 days, you guys. And I've made 60 videos, 61 videos. This is my 62nd video. I never expected it. I literally thought I'd probably make 5 or 6 videos, nobody would watch them, and I would get bored and stop making them. And I'm reading through these comments, and I got to, like, Crystal's comment. So, Crystal, it was you that, I don't know why it was your comment, but I got to Crystal's comment, and she said something, and then I just started reading them, and they were like, you guys, you know, I'm an emotional person, so this is why I like to read. I love to read stories that make me emotional. I started reading these comments, and I looked over, and Alex was kind of looking at me, and I was, like, bawling my eyes out. The acceptance that I feel on BookTube is amazing. I have made some awesome friends. I mean, I was talking to Alex today. I was like, okay, so now Rob I know from Ireland, Simon I know from England, Philippe in Portugal, you know, like Adam in Seattle, like Rachel in England, like all these people that I met that, like, if we were ever there, we could visit and meet up with, you know, and have dinner, and all these people. And I was like, this is in 2 months, right? And I'm reading these comments, and literally, you guys, every comment was like, you make me smile throughout the day. I wake up to your videos, and you totally set the mood for my day. Thank you so much for bringing joy into my life, you know, on and on and on, you guys. And I just was, like, emotionally overwhelmed. I was like, never in my life have I felt this kind of acceptance. I didn't expect it from this channel. It was not what I thought would happen going into it. I thought I'd read some books and make some videos, and people would be like, okay. And it's just like, you guys are awesome. Like, I'm so happy you enjoy my videos, but you give me so much back in return. So thank you so much. And I'm sorry for being an emotional wreck. I'm always an emotional person. But thank you so much. You make my day. The comments just boost my spirits. When I feel like I'm not a confident person or I can't go on, and I read these comments and somebody's like, I had a shitty day and you made me so happy, or you put a smile on my face. I'm like, okay, you know, something I did was right today. So thank you guys so much. I never expected that from this channel. And I'm sorry I'm crying. Whew. You guys want to hear something funny, don't you? What can I say that's funny? I got nothing. I got nothing right now. I love you guys so much. Bye.